Semiconductors are everywhere. The device that you are watching this video on, it is filled with semiconductors inside. We are heavily dependent on semiconductors to the point where we could say that semiconductors run the modern world. The shortages that we have been facing has been a wake-up call to many. Do you think you could imagine a world without semiconductors? Before you answer, watch the video to see 8 reasons why semiconductors in the daily are important. Number 8. Transportation. All the vehicles that you see today need semiconductors. Vehicles today, whether it be on the land, road, or the sky, are heavily reliant on computing technology. One could say that a car is a computer on wheels. A chip the size of a thumbnail could mean the difference to whether a car would run or not. During the semiconductor shortage caused by the pandemic, thousands of cars were piling up in the lots unable to get sold. The situation was so bad that second-hand vehicles cost almost as much as a new one. Number 7. Healthcare. The medical field is aided by technological advancements. Devices such as pacemakers and monitors are being used more often than before. Surgeries can also be assisted with the help of machines for increased efficiency and precision. Several tests and its results are dependent upon machines and its calculations. The semiconductor chips are required to use the sensors, make calculations, find pressure, temperature, and so on. Number 6. Banking. Banking has evolved. Banks use computers and have created a banking system that makes best use of the computers. Banking transactions could now even be done at one's fingertips at your home compared to the earlier times where one had to physically go to the bank. Important aspects such as online communication, digital accounting, and cloud platforms are becoming more prevalent in the banking world. Moreover, one of the most important inventions in the banking system, the ATMs, also require semiconductors. Security systems such as cameras, fingerprint scanners, and automated locking mechanisms all require semiconductors. Number 5. Security. As previously mentioned, several security systems now require semiconductors. Locking mechanisms, sensors, smoke detectors, glass break detectors, even the alarms and sirens require semiconductors. Not to mention the control panel that is required to set up and configure these devices. But at the same time, semiconductors have also opened new possibilities for crime. Thieves and burglars could also make use of newer technology to break into homes, and breaking into underprotected locations have become much more easier. Also, the hackers and fraudsters also use the technology to infiltrate personal space in order to steal money or information from unsuspecting people. Number 4. Manufacturing. As time moves on, manufacturing is moving to a less labor-oriented to a more technological and machine-oriented process. Automation is becoming more and more prevalent. Machines in factories do specific and repetitive tasks. The precision and consistency of machines make them a much more lucrative choice than labor. Moreover, machines also have less downtime and more efficiency compared to humans. Also, semiconductors are a necessity to produce semiconductors. McKinsey & Company, a successful management consultancy company, estimated that 30% of the jobs are going to be replaced by automation by the year 2030. Number 3. Telecommunication. It is safe to assume that almost everyone knows that your phones use semiconductor chips. It affects the display, navigation, battery, its reception, almost everything. Phones aren't the only mode of telecommunication that exists today, and that means that phones aren't the only places where semiconductors are needed. The Wi-Fi routers, modems, and answering machines all use semiconductors. Even the classic pager needed those chips. Number 2. Household appliances. A broad range of household appliances use semiconductors. Fridges, microwaves, washing machines, air conditioners, and almost any other machine that you could think of could only operate because of semiconductors. Temperatures, timers, automated features, sensors, and so on are controlled by different chips. With the advent of the Internet of Things and smart technology, which makes our everyday life much easier, semiconductors are more important now than ever. Number 1. Computing. Well, this is probably the most important one on the list. Computing systems are the major reasons as to why semiconductors are so popular and in need. Everything mentioned before requires semiconductors because it requires computing done by microchips. Microprocessors, memory, and GPUs are the most prominent semiconductors for computers. From browsing the net to running the most complicated calculations, semiconductors are a necessity. Now we could get back to our initial question. Do you think you could imagine a world without semiconductors? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting videos.